Hey guys, this is Jeff here and welcome back to Runnergy, and today I want to talk about insoles, especially those ones with the plastic piece on the bottom here, these ones that people like to call arch support. So, in my opinion, it's not arch support, I like to call it arch fit. So, like this arch will fit you differently than this arch on this one here from Superfeet. Okay, so don't think of it as arch support. That's, to me, that's a marketing baloney. That sounds fancy and everybody wants arch support, right? You know, except for maybe people who want a barefoot shoe. But I don't call it arch support, I call it arch fit. All right, now what it can do is it can give you some torsional support, so you can't twist the shoe as much. If you look back at my review on the Phantom 4 from Topo, I was having some torsion discomfort in my shin because that shoe wasn't providing enough torsional support for my right foot, which tends to overpronate. I don't need it as much on my left foot because it really doesn't tend to overpronate. So putting an insole in there, in fact, I think the one I put in there was the Superfeet one here, like this, and once I did that, I got out there and I ran, and I did not have any discomfort in my shin because it added some more torsional support. Not arch support, but torsional support. This is very hard to twist, okay? So let me explain why I don't think it's arch support. It is arch fit. If I take a barefoot shoe, an 100% barefoot shoe with no support, no cushioning or anything in there, and I put a insole in there like this Superfeet, does that shoe all of a sudden have more stability? No, it does not. It's a barefoot shoe. What you did is you did add some torsional support to the shoe, and you did add some more contour or fit to the arch. Okay, so, and that's why all of these are so different, because everybody's got a different shape arch. Some have a longer arch, some people have a higher arch, some people have a flatter arch, but it really comes down to this fitting your arch. And that is the most important thing, is that it fits your arch. So try not to think of it as arch support, try to think of it as arch fit, because it needs to fit your arch. And they can add some torsional support as opposed to arch support. It's different. All right, so anyway, I hope that kind of helps clarify it a little bit. And what I really like is how these things can, you know, my left arch is different than my right one, and when I put these insoles in there, they tend to mold to your foot, so they kind of shape to your foot. And now there's a place out there that heats them up, and then you put your foot on them and everything. I don't agree with that either, because they tend to overheat them and then they flatten out. It's a big retailer and they tend to do that. And my suggestion is, I don't want to say where it is, but if you know, you know, my suggestion is just tell them you don't want them heated up. You're going to let the heat from your foot heat them up, and they'll mold to your foot. So most of these, you just put your foot, you put them in the shoe. The heat from your foot will mold them. It might take a couple days or so. They should be comfortable in the store, because if they're not comfortable, that means that the arch fit wasn't fitting correctly, because it's arch fit, not arch support. So, but anyway, I hope that helps kind of clarify these insoles a little bit. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments. And thanks for watching. I'm here to keep you moving, because you got to keep on moving. All right. So thanks again, and I'll see you on the next video.